Did you know that only 1 adult out of 10 in the US consumes the recommended intake of fruits and vegetables? It's a sad statistic that has major negative health consequences. Well, this year, as you're planning your garden, I want to help you take it to the next level by incorporating superfoods into your planning. So superfoods are foods that are very nutrient dense and provide major health benefits. I have a list of my top 10 superfoods that I'm going to be planning this year so I can reap those mega health rewards. They should be accessible for most people in temperate climates. So let's dig in by starting with number 10. So number 10 are leafy greens. Examples include salad mix, but my favorites are collard greens, turnip greens, and beet greens. They are very high in iron, they have a lot of fiber, and they really are a boost to your immune system. The other benefit about leafy greens is that they grow well in cool climates, so they're something that you can get in early in your garden and get a head start on. Number 9 are cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous veggies are named because the way that the leaves cross over each other on the stalk. Examples include cauliflower and Brussels sprouts. They are known for also being sulfur vegetables. They contain a lot of sulfur compounds, which is really great for our immune system and detoxifying the body. A lot of times people think of cruciferous as anti-cancer, so definitely something you want to put in your garden this year. Number 8 are fresh herbs like cilantro, basil, thyme, sage, rosemary. You don't need a large amount to reap the health benefits of the phytochemicals and the antioxidants in fresh herbs. And with fresh herbs, a small amount can pack quite a punch, as you can tell by their aroma and the flavor. They're very high in antioxidants, fighting free radicals in the body, and providing health benefits. Number 7 is garlic. Fresh garlic is a great source of the compound allicin, which is very antibacterial, and people also take garlic supplements to help with cholesterol and heart health. So garlic is a staple of many diets. It always smells good in the kitchen, and it's definitely gonna be part of our garden this summer. Superfood number 6 are beets. This is a jar of pickled beets, and beets are very high in fiber and complex carbohydrates, but they have a secret ingredient called nitric oxide, which works to relax the blood vessels and can effectively lower blood pressure. Some people like to take beet supplements, but why not consume them? Definitely something you want to have in your garden this summer. And in addition to beetroot, the beet greens are another leafy green that's one of my favorites. Now, as I make my way through the list, I actually have a bonus 3 superfoods I'm going to be mentioning at the end. They're a little bit of a challenge. They're not really easy to grow in temperate climates, but I'm hoping with our grow dome that we're installing this summer, might be a game changer, and I can add these 3 bonus foods to the list. So stay tuned for that. Now on to superfood number 5, which is pumpkin. Now there's a reason why I have it in a can, because I've never been successfully able to grow it and it's hard to find year round. I call pumpkin a superfood because it's high in fiber, beta carotene, which is that vitamin A, good for your eyes, and low calorie. It's a great thing to add into dishes to increase that fiber and healthy carbohydrate intake. Pumpkin and other winter squashes do take a long time to grow. So to be able to extend that growing season, I'm hoping our grow dome does the job this year so we can finally have our first pumpkin. And superfood number 4 are mushrooms. So here are dried mushrooms, and here is a supplement. You know, mushrooms are really hot right now for brain health, anti-cancer, anti-tumor properties. There's a lot going on with mushrooms. You can take it as a supplement or put them into soups and stews, put them into your salads. Now, mushrooms do require a special type of growing environment, so usually you have to inoculate a substrate like a log or sawdust in order to grow mushrooms. This is a superfood I've been wanting to grow for a long time, and I'm hoping that this summer is the time where I'm finally successful with it. And on to superfood number 3, which is berries. So berries have been known for their health benefits for a long time. The bright color, the high fiber, the lower calorie. They are one of the top foods on the MIND diet, good for brain and mental health. But we already have on order for our grow dome this year, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. So this year is looking really promising for having our own homegrown berries added to our superfoods. Superfood number 2 are tomatoes. Now I've got concentrated sources of tomatoes here, diced tomatoes and dried tomatoes. That's where you're gonna find the most lycopene. Lycopene is one of those food chemicals that can help with all kinds of things in the body, especially known for eyesight. So lycopene is something you definitely want to have in your diet in the form of tomato sauces, dried tomatoes. But it'd be really fun to be able to grow them because so far we haven't been successful at our altitude growing tomatoes. And number one on my list for superfoods is the humble sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are easy to grow in the South where the dirt is really hot, but we haven't been successful here yet. The sweet potatoes are a source of high fiber, healthy carbohydrates, and that beta carotene, again, the vitamin A that is great for your eyesight. I'm hoping that we can bring homegrown sweet potatoes back into our diet with our greenhouse this summer. In addition to my top 10, I do have 3 other superfoods I really want to try growing that are a challenge. The first one is avocado. Now, avocado is definitely known for growing in a tropical environment. You need like zone 9, 10, or 11, but I'm hoping we can achieve some temperatures close to that in our grow dome. It might be something worth experimenting with to see if we can grow our own avocados. Avocados are high in potassium, fiber, and healthy fats. We eat quite a few of them at our house, so it would be a pleasure to see if we could grow avocados on our own. Bonus superfood number 2, I really want to try growing ginger. Ginger is a tropical root grown in the US, mostly in Hawaii, but I'm wondering if it's possible for us to be able to grow this in a year-round greenhouse. Can we achieve the temperatures required to get ginger to grow? I'm willing to try it. And my number 1 bonus superfood I really want to grow in our greenhouse is tea. So tea, whether it's green tea or black tea, filled with antioxidants and health benefits, more of a beverage than it is a food, but it's something that I consume every day and I would love to give it a try. I've definitely seen it available in catalogs as a shrub that you can try growing. That's definitely on my list as a challenge superfood to see if we can grow it on our homestead. So hopefully you took some notes on the superfoods to try growing in your garden this year, but let me know if there's any superfoods that you really like that you plan on growing, anything that I didn't mention here. There's all kinds of superfoods, I just happened to mention some of my favorites. And if you want a preview on some of my growing dome design ideas, definitely check out this video for some of the ideas I have about designing the interior of the greenhouse. But here's to a healthy and productive growing season. Looking forward to it.